Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Behind the Brand Podcast. This is episode 25 of Behind the Brand Podcast with you, where we unravel the stories that have shaped some of the most iconic names in the world of business and branding. Now, I'm your host, Amirai Rajari, and today we're diving into the world of Procter and Gamble, the powerhouse behind household names that have now become a part of our daily lives. So, Procter and Gamble, often known as P&G, isn't just a company. It's a global force in the consumer goods industry. From the moment you wake up to the time you lay down to rest, there are chances that you have interacted with one of their products. But what's the secret behind their unparalleled success? What sets P&G apart in the sea of household brands? Well, today we are peeling back to the layers to review the brand's brilliance that has propelled P&G into the front of consumer goods. We will also explore their unwavering dedication to meeting the needs of consumer, their strategic brand portfolio, and the innovative thinking that continues to drive them forward. So, if you're ever wondering about the story behind the brands you trust, settle in because this is a journey you won't want to miss. Get ready to discover. So, in the consumer goods sector, Procter & Gamble, or P&G is more widely known, is a titan, but its beginnings were far more modest. In Cincinnati, Ohio's William Procter, a candle maker, and James Gamble, a soap maker, founded the company in 1837 as a modest family enterprise. This story is remarkable not only because of its beginnings, but also because of the partnership that was formed between these two men. Their fathers, who also happened to marry daughters from the same family, made an arrangement that served as the impetus for their partnership. This fortunate pairing resulted in a proposal that William and James team up to launch a company that would revolutionize the consumer goods industry. When P&G first started out, its main products were soap and candles, which were necessities at the time. When lighting and hygiene were important aspects of daily life, because of their commitment to quality and innovation, P&G stood out, and by the middle of 1800s, people outside of Cincinnati were taking notice of their products. The significant or pivotal moment occurred during the American Civil War, when P&G was given contracts to provide soap and candles to the Union Army. Now, this large government contract established P&G's reputation for manufacturing dependable, high-quality products, in addition to giving a steady stream of income. Now, P&G had added new products to its lineup over time, including the popular floating soap known as the Ivory soap, which quickly gained popularity among consumers, and the company's identity would be firmly anchored by the innovative spirit. P&G had made a name for itself as a market leader in consumer goods by the turn of the 20th century, both domestically and internationally. Because of the company's dedication to marketing and R&D, or research and development, they made household names like Pampers, Tide, and Crest have become their household names. So they are not only company, they don't provide products by the name of P&G all the time. Now they create subsidies and they create other kind of products with other names, so the consumers could buy the other products without knowing that that's for Procter & Gamble. Now, as we delve deeper, it becomes evident that their creative approach to branding and marketing was just as important to their success. The 1930s radio program, Oxido's own Ma Perkins, was a brilliant idea that opened people's eyes to sponsored content and helped shape the future of advertising. P&G transformed the advertising industry and was among the first businesses to use the medium for profit. Now, selling goods was not only the goal. Building a rapport and a compelling story that won over consumers made the difference. Now, with the market research, P&G's dedication to comprehending and satisfying consumer needs became even more apparent. They were at the forefront of using systematic research to understand the consumer's behavior, which enabled them to better target their marketing efforts and product offering a larger market. Now, P&G's strategy changed a lot in the second half of the 20th century to focus on diversification and international expansion. Through a series of acquisitions, they increased the scope of products under their name of brand, ranging from cleaning and personal care to health and beauty. Their names like Gillette, Head & Shoulders, and Pantene came to represent dependability and quality. So, you've heard these names before, no? Gillette, you shave with it. Head & Shoulders, you wash your hairs with it. And Pantene, which is women or even male shampoos. Now, you might be thinking, you would use them every day because you would also use Pampers sometimes, Crest, Tide for washing your clothes. These are essential, and P&G won the market. You might not notice it, but when you look down at their bottles, it has written a product by P&G. Now, moreover, P&G's dedication to social responsibility and sustainability has also grown to be an essential part of who it is. To reduce the impact of the environment and enhance the lives of people in communities all over the world, the company has set high standards for itself. Programs such as P&G's Ambition 2030, which is a sustainability initiative, show the company's commitment to improving society and environment. The P&G's adoption of data-driven insights and digital technology in recent years has also helped them advance even further. Product development, marketing tactics, and customer engagement have all undergone radical changes as a result of their application of artificial intelligence, machine learning, and advanced analytics. With this progressive strategy, P&G will continue to lead the consumer goods industry in innovation in the digital era, no matter what, because they're doing good. They're doing what every other business would do. They are forming another type of industry which is into technology, doing consumer goods. Now, they have succeeded in making enduring emotional connections in addition to selling products through iconic advertising campaigns. But how? Consider the Thank You Mom campaign that made its debut at the Winter Olympics in 2010. This touching homage to the moms who encourage athletes touched a nerve with viewers all across the world. And it's evidence of P&G's comprehension of universal values and their ability to effectively convey these sentiments through marketing messaging. Furthermore, one of the main factors contributing to P&G's success has been their dedication to diversity and inclusion. Their ability to acknowledge and value the distinct viewpoints and experience of both their staffs and customers has also allowed them to develop campaigns and products that they appeal to a broad range of demographics. P&G's venture into the world of digital technology and in the world of research and development has been their cutting-edge laboratories and scientific teams consistently push the limits of what is feasible in the consumer goods industry. P&G's dedication to innovation is also demonstrated, and it has been all the time by examples, and they're one of the biggest titans in the stock market. For example, the development of the Tide Cleaners app, which gave customers an easy-to-use and effective way to handle their laundry requirements, completely changed the laundry industry. This smooth incorporation of technology into the daily life is evidence of P&G's progressive mindset. Now, one cannot help but be inspired by the legacy that Procter & Gamble has created. As we draw to the close in this depth exploration of this incredible journey, P&G's journey from modest beginnings to international renown is proof of the strength of innovation, customer focus, and an unwavering pursuit of excellence. The story, however, never ends. It lives its on in every home that uses P&G goods, in every heart touched by their advertisement, and in every neighborhood that benefits from their dedication to social responsibility and sustainability. This narrative always prompts us to consider the goods we use on a daily basis and the business that influences our lives. Thus, as you proceed with your day, pause to acknowledge the brands that have grown to be an essential part of your daily routine. Think about the histories of these products and the businesses that supply them to you. Think about how they did it. Maybe one day you can do the same thing. Instead of just thinking about how you're going to use them, you could create them. And never forget that every brand has a story to tell about its initiatives, creativity, and commitment to improving everyone's quality of life. We would like to thank our sponsor of this episode of podcast, Weekly Wave, which they are an amazing teenagers weekly newsletter, weekly podcast, and their website, which they write articles. They have revolutionized the way they use AI and their APIs. I recommend you guys to check out their website because they're doing amazing. I don't know how to explain it, but they would always say our mission is random useful articles, and they would like to address the young kids to learn about education in a funner way, an easier way. So their mission was about why don't you need to Google up something when you don't need it. For example, when you're inside the Google and you're looking for something, you will Google it up. But when you go to weeklywave.online, their website, you might see different stuff. You might see the prompts that you might not have thought of it, but they're really useful for you that you're engaged to read about it. So why do you want to waste your time on social media while you can use something like this? Even though they have a Chrome extension, which is really useful for articles and evidences in articles which you're going to read. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of podcast. We appreciate you coming along on this tour through the world of brands. If you like this episode, please subscribe so you can hear more engrossing tales of the companies that influence our world. Remember always to tag us on your social media with your opinions and best moments. And remember that the world of brands is a tapestry of stories that are just waiting to be discovered until the next time. Until next time, I'm your host, Amir Najeri, signing off and see you next time. Like always, keep dreaming and keep innovating. Don't forget you can dream as high as you want. Thank you so much. Bye.